Alrighty, guys. So I've been getting this question a lot lately, and I guess the question boils down to should I come back to WoW? Um, and I thought maybe I wanted to make a video on this just because I have some very, I guess I wouldn't say surprising opinions on how I feel about this, but I feel like it's just a general state of the game update, and uh, I just want you guys to understand my feelings on the whole entire thing. So basically, I get the question, should I come back to WoW? I think generally people are, I don't think they're asking really, should I come back to WoW? I think they're trying to get like a understanding that they're like trying for me to sell them the game again, or they're trying to get like just a generalized, how is the game doing? Is it worth me spending $15 a month to come back if I quit a little bit ago? And that's how I normally interpret that message. I don't think I interpret it as like, oh, should I come back to WoW? Blah, 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 blah. I interpret it as how is the state of the game? How does it really feel to play? That kind of thing. That's how I feel like it ends up being. And what I generally tell people is it depends on a lot of factors. But this video is going to generally be aimed at people who were probably playing at the beginning of the expansion, probably playing like all the way through Uldir, maybe quit at the end of Uldir, maybe quit at the end of Battle to Zarlor, or even Eternal Palace, Shar's Eternal Palace, and are just generally behind. So 8.3 came out in late January, so at this point you're what is effectively 5 months behind. And people want to know, is it worth coming back right now before Shadowlands is released? Because we don't really know when Shadowlands is going to come out, right? So Shadowlands, I guess it would be assumed it's going to come out in Q4 of 2020. So like October, November, probably, if I really had to make a guess. So is it worth coming back for the next 4 or 5 months is the best question. And there's a couple things that I tell people. It depends on how hardcore you want to play. Dude, if you want to spend, let's say 16 hours a day, like 10 to 16 hours a day playing, you may as well come back because you're actually going to be able to catch yourself up. And like, it depends on how much time you want to invest in regards to how hardcore you want to play. Like if you want to invest 10 to 16 hours a day to try to get back into the game, and then in addition to that, you want to like go ham into Mythic Plus, you want to raid and stuff like that, and you really can dedicate the time, the effort, and everything to be able to get back into a solid state where you can play the game again. I don't think it hurts to go for it. I also would say it depends on your friend group. In addition to that, it also ties in how hardcore you want to play. So say you're a casual player that just plays with friends. I don't think there's ever really a bad time to jump back into WoW. I think you just jump back in whenever you are, in fact, having fun. I think that's the most important thing, especially for less hardcore players. But I think for this, it's generally going to be more semi-hardcore players that are having these moral dilemmas of like, I took a break for a little bit, and now I'm trying to jump back into WoW. So I hope that makes more sense. But I think this time, for the first time in a very long time, the answer for me would be no. I would not come back to WoW if I have taken a break. And I would not come back to WoW if I have taken a break in Uldir, in Battle to Zarlor, or even in Shar's Eternal Palace. I would not come back in the current state of the game. Because we are 5 months removed from the launch of 8.3 is why. And let's talk about why. So basically, in Ashar's Eternal Palace, they introduced essences in 8.2. And the essences grind, while it is deterministic, it takes a decent amount of time. A lot of them are semi-time gated, and if you haven't already grinded them, then it's going to take a lot of time for you to be able to regrind them again. On average, I would say that most of them are somewhere in like the 2 to 4 week range, while some being time gated, some being you can grind it out in 1 or 2 sittings, like Blood of the Enemy. But regardless, it does take a significant amount of time. That's the first thing that's time gated. The second thing is the cloak grind. And the legendary cloak was something that was added in 8.3 when Nihilitha ended up coming out. And with the cloak, there was a resource that was removed in Titan Forging and a resource that was added in Corruption. And basically, the Corruption comes with this resistance thing that comes on your legendary cape that allows you to wear more and more Corruption. And currently, if you started a character today, it would take you oh god, what is it? Probably 13 weeks to be caught up with the mass populace of players who are currently playing the game. 13 weeks. If you started a character and you used your Shadowlands pre-order boost right now on a character today, it would take you 13 weeks. And that's with you playing as many hours in a day as you can possibly fit in. Like, say you wanted to play 20 hours a day, it would still take you 13 weeks for you to be caught up with everybody else. And that's just astonishing to me that it would ever take you that long. And so I think those two things being so heavily time gated is something that would put me off as a player personally. And it would put a lot of players off who are... so say you took a break. Most of the time, if you take a break, like, and you're looking for others' advice as to why you should get back into the game, you're not like... You're seeking validation for why you should come back. And if you're looking for validation for why you should come back, I would absolutely just disagree with coming back altogether. And that's why. It's because so much shit in this game right now is time gated between essences and cloaks that I would feel bad recommending to come back. There's another thing that I would say would be incredibly hard, is the fact that if you're asking me, you probably don't have like a great, mostly solid group of friends to be able to get back into groups this late in the expansion. Like, it's going to be very hard to get into a guild. It's going to be very hard to get into like pugs even. And in addition to that, it's going to be very hard to do Mythic Plus or PvP. Like, just because you're so incredibly far behind in gear that everything is going to be an uphill battle. So when everybody else's gear sucks and everybody else's gear sucks around you, it's really easy for you to have shitty gear and to get into Mythic guilds and to get into Heroic guilds and Heroic raid groups and pugs and get into Mythic Plus groups for weekly 15s. But once everybody's gear around you is very good and they see you queue up into Group Finder with 460 item level and you have 2 green essences, you're going to get declined immediately. And there's no way of solving that, and there's no way of you being able to fix that. And unfortunately, it's just a matter of the state of the game currently, just with how everything ends up working out. For me, dude, the legendary cloak and the essence grind and all of that, I think it's a shame that I cannot recommend people coming back to a game that I love as much as World of Warcraft. I literally love this game so fucking much, and it sucks to tell people that they should not come back. But if I would be doing you a disservice by lying to you. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It makes me very fucking sad to make this video, and I will see you guys later.